I'm Abhishek. I'll be your speaker for today. And okay, and in this particular session, we'll be talking about, we'll be analyzing the cricket IPL data and using our data science tools. We'll be walking around the EDA part and all that stuff. So, yeah, let me introduce myself. I have 5 year plus teaching and instructor role experience in data science and various fields. I come up with a computer science degree from IIT, and yeah, that's mostly a small experience that I have. And cool. Okay, guys. So in this particular session, as I told you that I have prepared a set of content for you. We'll be creating the Google Colab notebook as well, which will contain a lot of code in it, and we'll be going through each and every line of the code, and I'll be explaining you everything in very detail. Now, once I have explained you, I'll share the notebook link in the chat. So if you want to note down anything, if you want to do it with me, if you want to analyze the data with me, you can do that, or you are free to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the session. As you can see on the screen, cricket score breakdown. Basically, what we'll be doing is we'll be introducing a machine learning project, okay, that is aimed at predicting the winners of IPL cricket matches. Okay, we have a very standard IPL data set that is present online. So we'll try to analyze that. I have not created data set myself. It's available online. So we'll be analyzing that for you. And we'll be taking a machine learning model in place, and we'll trying to get the accuracy out of it. Now, it utilizes an IPL dataset containing comprehensive match statistics and focuses on the importance of exploratory data analysis and feature engineering. Now, the implementation process involves importing libraries, pre-processing data to handle null values, updating the team names for consistency. The project exemplifies the practical application of machine learning in sports analytics that we call. Now, you can see that data science is all everywhere, right? Okay, so let's try to do that in the cricket as well. And let me show you the data set that we have. Okay, so that it motivates you. So this is the data set that will be going through, and you can see it contains tons and tons of rows and columns. It contains ID, season, ID of each match, then the season in which they are 2017, 2008, 2009, then city in which the city it was performed, then the match held, and then we have the date, team 1, team 2, who won the toss, if they have won the toss, what they have decided. For example, in the first match, RCB won the toss and they decided to field first. Then what was the result? It was normal. Then what were Duckworth Lewis was applicable or not. Then we have who was the winner, RCB or Sunrisers. Here RCB lost again. No worries. Then how many runs, how many win was by how many runs, and all that stuff. So I can show you, you can expand this win by runs. I'll provide you with the data set as well, guys, don't worry. Win by wickets, how many wickets they won, or who was the player of the match, what was the venue of the match. Okay, then who was umpire 1, who was umpire 2, who was umpire 3. So this is the complete data set that we have. Around I don't know how many lines. It must have around many lines of code, I guess. Okay, how many lines? It has some 11,000 matches data set that we have. Okay, so that's a huge data set that we are working with, and I hope you get the idea about the data set. Okay, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the file itself in the chat. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to open Google Colab. Okay, I want you to open Google Colab. Now, how you can open Google Colab and notebook like this? On Google, what you have to do is you just have to type Google Colab. Simple. And this link, colab.google. Okay, or you can simple type colab.google in the URL itself. But yeah, Google Colab, you have to open this particular link. And in this link, it will ask you, it's a basic notebook. Google Colab, what Google Colab is, if you so what all things you have been using, like you use Google Colab, you use Jupyter notebooks, you use Anaconda, as a offline software, what you use, guys. Once you have open Google Colab, or just open a new notebook. Okay, click on here. It opens a new notebook. I have already opened a new notebook for me, so I'll not open another notebook. Okay, once you have opened the new notebook, you can rename your notebook like this. Okay, you can rename your notebook. It generally comes with untitled 1, 2, 3, 4, depending upon how many untitled files you have created. Okay, so I'll remove this. Okay, so once you have opened this kind of notebook, okay, let me know in the chat once if you are ready to get started. Okay, cool, great. Once let's get started then. Now, what we need to do first is let's try to import the file here. Okay, let's first connect the file to the server. Okay, once you have, okay, if you have, you can see here it will be connected. If this is the first time that you are using Google Colab, okay, I would request you to open the Google Colab. I will be going in a very normal pace. I'll help you understand each and everything in detail. I want you to take something out of this session. Try to be till end of the session. Will we have a lot of things? I have a lot of things to talk about. I have a lot of understandings to share with you on this data science. We have to import the file. If you can locate your file, it will be good as well. If you want to open, locate or upload your file on Google Colab, it would be the best case. So I will upload my file. You can see I have selected masters dot. It will ask you for a warning that would you want to upload the file or not. You can click on OK and you will get the file as well. Now, in order to upload the file, okay, yeah, let me tell you, in order to upload anything on the Google Colab, what you need to do is on the left hand side, you can see there is a box. Okay, this is the box on the left hand side, folder kind of structure. Then you have to click on here, that is upload to the session storage. Okay, so what happens is Google provide you with the kernel. Google provide you with a RAM space and a disk space with your that is linked with your Google account. But this space and the RAM that Google allocates you, okay, it is not for the permanent use. Like you cannot use it for lifetime. Okay, it get disconnected so that maximum users can. I think my voice is clear. Is it clear with everyone else? The storage space that they are providing, okay, this kind of space will vanish away. Okay, once the system gets disconnected. Okay, once you are not using the system, it will get disconnected. Yeah, so in order to reconnect it again, there is a button appears here. Okay, I'll show you the button as well, because it will get disconnect meanwhile when we are coding. So yeah, we would require to have the button. So cool. And also when the system get disconnected, when the kernel get disconnected, this file will also get lost. Okay, so you might have to upload it again. Okay, for example, if you have left the system for, let's say, 1 day or maybe 6 or 7 hours, okay, the system will get disconnected. The file will not be uploaded on the kernel. You have to again you have to upload the file and you have to run the same cells. The cell will be saved, your code will be saved. Okay, your code will not be lost. The only thing lost will be your connection with the kernel. Okay, so once you click on the reconnect button, everything will be back again. Okay, so nothing is lost, your code won't be lost. It's just the file that you upload here will be lost. Okay, and you have to re-upload the file. That's the only thing. Cool, guys. Okay, now so yeah, that was the uh, basic step that we need to do. And once you have set up, now what we can do is let's talk about the data set first. Okay, let's try to import and get the data set first. Okay, how many of you have understanding about the pandas library? I want to know that. Pandas, how many of you have idea about pandas? Because we'll be using tons of code in pandas. Yeah, basic understanding. Yeah, basic understanding, everyone. Yeah. Okay, cool, perfect. So the first step that we have to do, okay, I'll share this notebook link. Okay, don't worry, I'll share the notebook link with you. Okay, so that you don't have to. Okay, I'll share it right now as well, so that you can open it in the sideways and you don't have to. You can copy. Okay, you can work. Rohan, I have uploaded the files. Okay, previously you can just move on the previous chat, and let me send you the drive link again. Okay, this is the dataset matches.csv, and above is the Google Colab link. Okay, so you can open this notebook. I'll be writing the code in this particular notebook only. Okay, so don't go anywhere, just stick to me until the end of the session and we'll complete this together. Cool, yes, don't worry, we'll cover from everything from the scratch, so you don't have to worry about anything. Cool, guys. So the first step of the data science process, data science pipeline, any project we start in data science, okay, is looking into the data set, and it's importing the libraries that we would require. So we have already looked into the data set, how it looks, and what all fields it have. Okay, so we are clear on that side. Now what we need to focus is, let's try to import the libraries. Now this can be a new step for you. Okay, you can I have seen people that import the libraries whenever it is required, but I think it's better to import the libraries in the first, then you can come back again and add a new line of a file, importing file. But again, it's a better idea to import the file in the starting, so that your system don't have to load your system. If any file you want to check, whether, for example, uh, let's say you have imported the file in this 10th line or 10th cell. Okay, and you want to check whether you have imported what are libraries you have used in this project. Okay, now you have to go each and every line by line to check which line or which library you have used. Okay, but if you have imported all the libraries in the first cell, you will be good enough. Okay, and that's the standard way, that's the standard coding practice that we do. Okay, cool. Now, so this could be tricky for you because you don't have idea about the complete project. But believe me, you will get the use. You will see the use case of each and every file that I'm or library I'm importing here. Okay. So first we'll start with importing pandas. Okay. Pandas will import as PD. Then we'll try to import NumPy as NP. Okay. Then we'll try to import Seaborn, because we'll be using guys, can you tell me in the chat what the Seaborn is used for? Whoever knows. Okay, if you don't know, don't worry, I'll tell you everything in this session. Visualization. Okay, we'll try to import the Seaborn as SNS. Now, why I'm writing SNS or why I'm writing PD or NP instead of like in front of them? So these are called LES. Basically, I don't want to call pandas every function. Okay, every time I use any pandas function or maybe variable, I don't want to write pandas every time. I can simply write PD, that is a 2-letter. Okay, and I can continue with that. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do here. Okay. Okay, cool. So you can name it anything. Okay, you can name it with your name, you can name it with any suitable name, but these are the general standard names that we do. Now, I'll do SNS dot set plot set style. So basically, using this function, I am styling the any kind of future visualization in the wide grid format. So Seaborn is a library that is used for visualization purpose of the graphs. Okay, so that's the use case of Seaborn. Then let's try to import Matplot as well, and this is very important library. Guys, what is Matplot used for? Anyone? Matplot lives.pyplot. Charts again, to draw shapes, charts, visualization purpose. And what about sklearn? What about sklearn? The models, ML model, all the ML model, data science related models, training, splitting training and testing set, and all those cases, we use the sklearn. Correct? Great, guys. So these are the libraries that we use for. Pandas we use for basically working with CSV files and importing them, exporting them, playing around with the data, initial EDA part, that is cleaning the data set or manipulating with the data set. That's what we'll do using pandas. NumPy is basically to play around the arrays. Wherever we required arrays or calculation part in the data science projects, we use NumPy. Seaborn, I told you, for visualization. Matplot, again, for visualization and beautiful charts and graphs. sklearn for machine learning models and data science model side. Cool, guys? Yeah. Okay. So you, if you don't want to look into my on the screen and you want the code, okay, you can just this particular Google Colab, that the link that I have provided you previously. Okay, this link. Okay, this link. Okay, this link is updated on the live basis. Okay, for example, if I click on this link or I select this link and I open here in my new tab itself. Okay, you can see it's updated on the real-time basis. Okay, so once you open it, if it is not updated, just click on the refresh button here. Okay, just refresh the page and the code that I'm writing here will be there in your laptop as well. So if you want to copy, you can copy that. You want to look into it, basically don't copy, try to write it on your own, because I don't think my pace is that fast. Okay, guys, everyone clear with this first step of importing libraries? Yes, everyone? Yeah, guys, please let me know anytime in between you require anything, you have doubt in anything, please let me know in the chat. I'll definitely try to resolve your doubts right away. Cool, guys? Yep. Okay, let's continue then. Now, since we have imported the libraries, okay, now the next step is to look for the data for the CSV files. Okay, we already have uploaded the CSV file here. So let me import the CSV file in our code. How can we do that? We will use which library, guys, we will use for importing the CSV files? You can go with the black grid as well. You can go with white grid. You can go with black grid. It just looks more appealing, and since I have the black background in of the Google Colab, that's why you might be having a white background. So just to have a different color. Now, in order to upload the file, I have told you, you can just go click here, click on this particular, which says the upload to session storage, and then select the file that you want to upload, and you can upload the file. Okay. Japjot Singh. Yeah. Okay. Now, in order to import, we'll use, you were correct, pandas is the library that we'll use. We'll make a variable named data. Okay. We'll use the pandas library, pd dot, which function will we use? Guys, what is the name of the function that we have to use to read the CSV files? Read CSV. Correct, guys. Very good. Read CSV is the function. Then if it is placed somewhere, for example, I have created another folder, or it is somewhere in the local file, it is somewhere on maybe online. Okay, then I have to mention the link, or I have to mention the exact location of the folder. But since it is in the direct major directory, that is in the main directory of the Google Colab, I don't have to go anywhere inside. Okay, what I'll do is I'll simply write the name of the file, matches.csv, and my work is done. Correct. Let's run this. Okay, guys. Now, cool. Once this has successfully run, what is my next step? If there is an error in the cell, for example, instead of read CSV, I have written read SV, and I run this particular file, you can see there is a red. It turns red. Okay, there is no green. It turns red here, and there is an error. Now, the good thing about the Google Colab, and why I use Google Colab instead of Jupyter notebooks, and why I suggest as well, is because of this search stack overflow reason. There is always a stack overflow reason. I'm not sure, I have used Jupyter long way back, but I don't think it still have the search stack overflow button right there. So that's why I use the Google Colab most, because of this reason. Another reason is Google interfaces, something that I like. So that's why. Yeah. So any mistake you do in Google Colab, it appears like this. So let's correct it. CSV. Cool. So data is the variable that we'll use. Okay, now in order to see the first 5 rows of the data set, okay, you can simply type data first, okay, and you can run this file and you can see all the lines of code. It contains 756 rows and 18 columns. Okay, but now head, exactly. Head is the name of the function if I want the first 5 rows. Okay, I don't want the complete data set like this. Okay, what I want is I only want the first 5 rows. So you have to use the head function. Now inside this head function, you can maybe write the parameter as the number of lines of code that you want. If you want 10 lines of not code, the data set, 10 rows of the data set, you can mention 10. If you want 5, 5 is the by default value. So whether you mention 5 or not, it doesn't matter. If you want 10 rows, you can mention 10. Otherwise, if you leave it, it will give the top 5 rows. You can see ID 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the data set, guys, that we have. I'll minimize this so that you can see the complete data set. This is the data set that we have, correct? That was the CSV file, okay, that we have used. Some doubts in Q&A. Is Google Colab free forever? Yes, till now it's free. Okay, Sana, I have shared the data set, I guess. Read and associate. Cool, perfect. Okay, cool, guys. So this is how we can read the data set. This is how we can see the data set. What we have imported, is it imported correctly or not? Okay, once you are done with this, what we need to do, let's try to look into the values of the data set. For example, what is the total count? Let's say you want to count the total number of values that are in the data set. You want to calculate the mean of the data set. You want to look into the 75 percentile, 25 percentile, maximum value, all these things of each and every column. Let's say you want to do that. Now, how you can do that? You can do that using a function called describe. You just have to write data. Now, okay, I want to ask this thing from you. If I write, you already know the function, guys. Yeah, describe, correct. But see, there is an issue here that I want to discuss with you. Okay, correct. If I run this and it shows me for all the columns. Now, what I want, ID count, ID mean, ID standard deviation, minimum maximum value of ID is not something that I require. Okay, or the count of the total number of seasons. Okay, season count is fine, but I don't want the maximum value of the season. I don't want what I do with the standard deviation of the season. Okay, it does not make sense for me. Okay, so what if I want the data, all these details of the data for only these 3 columns? Only these 3 columns. How I can write this? That is Duckworth Lewis is applied or not, wins by runs, wins by wicket. I only want the information. Guys, did you get it? Did you get my question? Yes? Did you get my question? Yeah. So data.describe is very good. Okay. It gives me all the statistical information that you require. Okay. But my doubt is that I only want the details of only these 3 columns. I don't want the details of any other column. Enter columns, names, and describe. Okay. Zalak, can you try it in your notebook and let me know if that works? Change the data type to string because they are nominal values. I don't think that will make any sense right now. In the future, we can do that, but Yusuf, that doesn't answer my question. Exclude using brackets in the name. Okay. Susan, can you write the code? Maybe we'll be using slicing. In describe function, enter column name required. Sanapati, can you try in your Google Colab? Let me know if that works. DL applied, also not required. Again, yeah, might be possible, but right now I require for these 3 columns. My question is that how to get for any specific columns. For example, season I want, or win by runs I want, or maybe 2 columns, let's say win by runs and wickets I want. How to get it for them? That's my major point. Okay, group by writing the names in bracket. Okay. Pranav, that will not work, I believe. Okay, now let me tell you how does this work. Now the describe function in pandas, it provides a summary of statistics of the data frame columns. Okay, now if you want to apply the data set describe function to a selection of columns, like for 2 or 3 cases, for 2 or 3 functions that I have through columns that I have told you. Okay, I can do that like this. What I can do that is I can do it like this: data, and then I need to select the columns that I want for. For example, I want for these 3 columns. So what I'll do is I'll copy them. Okay, I have to paste them in a bracket separated by commas. Okay, that's how you need to do. Okay, then the dot describe. Cool, guys. That's how you need to do. Whatever columns you require. Yes, exactly. First you need to slice, then we have to use the describe. Cool. This is very much required in some cases, because every time you don't require the statistics details of every column that you see. Okay, so this might help you. Okay, let's move on. Now, basically, what we need to do is let's try to check how many null values we have in the data set, because that's the maximum most of the times issue that we face. Okay, talking about the null values. Okay, null values are nothing but, for example, let's say in our data set. Okay, sorry. In our data set, we have the values that are not present. For example, the Empire 2 was not present for a particular match, or maybe the what all case, any other case. For example, the data set is corrupted, like the player of the match of this particular match was not available, was not there. Okay, so now we have to deal with these cases because we can't feed this type of data. This is called impurity in the data, so we cannot put this raw data into the machine learning model. Okay, we have to clean it. So let's try to clean it. Sure, Atharva. You can write the code, or you can open the Google Colab that I have provided you, the same sheet. Okay, and just refresh it. You will get the same code there it's as well, if in case you get lag behind. Okay, now yep, man. Now let's try to use the function that checks what are the different null values that we have. Okay, so data dot is null is the function that we'll be using. Okay, is null dot sum. This is the function that we'll be using that calculates the total number of values in each column that are null. Clear? So if we run this, it will give you the total number of null values in each column. For ID column, we have nothing, season, nothing, city, city, we have 7 null values. In date, we have 0, team 1, team 2, all these are not null values. Winner, we have 4 null values in the data set. See, player of the match, I told you, there are 4 null values in the player of match. Venue, we have 0. Empire 1 is twice missing in the data set. Empire 2 name is twice missing in the data set again. But Empire 3, it's 637 times missing in the data set. This is something we can't tolerate. Okay, and now, since we have got the idea, as you can see, the values of the Empire 3 are not null, are null in almost all the rows. Okay, there were, if you calculate the total number of rows that we have, okay, there were 756 rows, and we have 637. Like, it's almost all the rows, 95% time, or 95% of the Empire 3 values are missing. So now what we need to do is we have to remove, okay, this particular column at least. Now, how to remove this column? Let me tell you that. We have to drop some rows containing the null values after removing the Empire 3 column. Okay, so these 2 operations we have to perform, because there are some values that have null values as well. So we need to drop some rows, and we have to drop a column that is with the name Empire 3. Clear? So these 2 things we have to do. Now let's do that together. What type of error you are getting, Pandey? Div. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. It's very tough for me. So Mr. Pandey, what type of error you are getting? Can you tell us in the chat? Okay. So this is what we can write. Data and data doc. If you remember, we use iloc function. Okay, and we need to remove the last column. So I'm writing -1 here. Okay. Okay, so you have uploaded the file. Everyone else, please run this command. Yes, you have uploaded the file. Your file name is this only, matches.csv, and you have mentioned the same name here, there as well. Both things are same. Please check that. There can't be any other reason for that. There is no third thing that can happen. Only these are the two things that can happen. Either you have not uploaded the file, or if you have uploaded, you have not written the correct name of the file in the code. Both are same. Okay. Then this is very strange. Okay. Only you have to check this, like data equals to pd.read csv, matches.csv should be in double quotes, and matches.csv is here. Okay, is this the same for you as well? Just confirm me this. Yeah, guys, you are writing the right answer. In order to drop the third column, you have to use this. Okay, some people are asking about iloc. Iloc is used to, this particular code is used to select all the rows, since I have placed the colon in the first case in the data frame data, and all columns except the last one, since I've used the -1. Okay. Now this is typically done to remove the last column from the data frame. Okay. It's a function that that is used to remove any column or any rows that you require. Mr. Pandey, you can confirm this to me once you are back. You can confirm. I have to move it further. Okay, once you have written this, there is another line of code that we have to write. That is, we need to drop. Okay, what we need to drop? Data dot drop na. Okay, null values. In place equals to true. Why we do in place equals to true, guys? Anyone can tell me the reason why we write in place equals to true? Okay, yes. What you are not getting? Okay, then yes, you must have. I think I have repeated 3 times that why we are doing this, because there are null values in Empire 3 column. There are null values in some rows like 2, 2, 4, 7. These are the null values that we have in the data set. Now, in order to clean the data set, in order to make sure that we give the right data set to the machine learning models so that we can give the right and accurate results, we have to do the data cleaning. And that's what we are doing. Okay, yes, cool. Yeah, exactly. In place equals to true is what you could have used this without in place equals to true, but in place equals to true, make sure that you are making the changes in this data frame data. Okay, you are making the changes in this data frame. If you write like this, df equals to something like this, so you have created a new data frame df, and you don't have to write in place equals to true now. Cool. That's why. But I don't want to create a new data frame every time. That's why I have written like this. Clear with everyone? Okay. No, row wise we have to go. Okay. If I run this now, if I let's do this sum check again, null check again, total number of null values. Let's try to do it again. And let's see if we have improved on this side or not. You can see now we have, since we have dropped all the rows having null values, we have removed the last column as well. So now we don't have any kind of null value in the data set. Clear, everyone? Everyone clear with this part, guys? Here is the link for the my Everyone, yes? Correct. Okay, great. Guys, at any point of time, if you're not understanding, please let me know. And Mr. Pandey, you have to resolve this on your own. I guess I can't help you. Your name here matches.csv is wrong, or you have written wrong here. You have not used double quotes, or you have not used this correct function. This is the only two cases possibility. There is nothing like third possibility in this case. Yeah, you can do that. You can click here as well. You can copy the path. You can paste it here. That's again something that you can do. But I think it this works. This works every time. You don't have to do copy the path as well. But yeah, if this is not working and you think that you have done everything right, then you can copy the path and paste it there. Okay, cool guys. So we have removed the null values. So we have cleaned the data set on the null values side. Now let's move on. Let's try to see how many unique values we have. For example, in team one, how many different teams we have. Okay, now in order to do that, I will look into the unique values that I have in team one column. Okay, how to do that? Data team one dot unique. Okay, this unique function will give you any column. Just select the column and use dot unique function, and it will give you the unique values that this column, that column will have. You can see. Can we also use in place equals to true when we use the function to view a particular range of data set? Pair? No, when we are making the changes in the data frame, okay, when we are making the changes, like we are dropping some rows, we are dropping some column, we are replacing some null values, all those things, when we change in the data frame, then we have to make a choice whether we have to go with in place equals true or we don't have to go with that. So at that point, okay, cool. So these are the values, guys, that we have unique. These are the unique values that we have. Any change, anything wrong that you guys can observe in these values? Guys, anything wrong? Visualization part is coming next. Okay, next we'll be using the visualization part. Random forest is what we'll be using. Sudeep. Repetition of what value? I don't think any repetition there. Sunriser Hyderabad is not there. Mumbai Indian not there. Rising Pune Giants 2 times. Okay. Uh, okay. One thing. Other thing. Other than this. Okay, that was giant and giants. So yeah, that was giant. One is giant and other is giants. Yeah. Anything else, guys? Yeah. Yeah. Anything else? Anyone? That is a small change. You can ignore that. Exactly. Delhi Daredevils and Delhi Capital are the same team. Anything like that for any other team? All the cricket lovers, all the people who watch cricket. So this is the major change. This is the major point that I want to highlight. That Delhi Daredevils and Delhi Capital are same. Uh, I think for Hyderabad the same thing is there. Sunrisers Hyderabad. No. Or maybe for some any other team you can look for. I think Sunriser Hyderabad and Deccan Chargers. I think they are the same team. Yeah. Yes. Sunriser Hyderabad and Deccan Chargers. Yeah. So let's try to first, there are many errors, but let's try to go for these two errors right now. Let's try to analyze, let's try to remove these two errors only. Okay. Now, how to remove that? You can remove the other errors or any changes if you want. Okay. In your own notebook. Okay. But for right now, I'll remove these two cases. Now, I'll tell you both the cases, how to remove them. Okay, let's go for first for Delhi. Okay, now let's go for Delhi first. Data of what column you want to remove or you want to replace. So basically what we want to do is I want to replace Delhi Daredevils with Delhi Capital. So Delhi Capital is the new name. Okay. Similarly, you can do with Pune Giant and Giants and any other error, any other team you want to. This will not considered as an error. Okay. This will be something very subjective. Okay. The algorithm accuracy or algorithm things will not depend on it. Okay. But if you want to still make the changes, you can do the changes as per your requirement. Okay. Okay. So data, team one. This is the column that I want to replace, make the changes in. Then I will use the replace function. So again, data of, you can keep writing with me. Team one itself, correct. Now we will use dot str dot replace. We'll convert in str. We'll replace it to convert. And what we need to replace. So first is what we need to replace, and with what we need to replace will be the second parameter. Okay, so what we need to replace, I want to replace first is Delhi Capitals is what I want to replace with. Okay, now what is that I want to replace? I want to replace Delhi Daredevils. Okay, so I'll select Delhi Daredevils here. Okay, and I'll remove it with Delhi. Why it's going bouncer? Yes. Okay, let's try to understand. Yes. Everyone else understanding this particular line? It basically replaces. It replaces a particular string with another string. Parameter one, it replaces with second parameter. Replace function to convert any string. Delhi Capital. I don't want. See, Delhi Capitals is the new name. Delhi Daredevils is the older name of Delhi Capitals. So I don't want to replace Delhi Capital with Daredevils. Like you can do that. Again, I'm telling you, this is something that is subjective. So you can do that again. If you want to do that, you can do that again. But I think Delhi Capital was the new name. So I use Delhi Capital Aditya. I hope that is fine. So that's why str dot replace is what we'll use. And now str dot replace, why str? It's okay. So we are replacing Delhi Capitals with Delhi Daredevils. No, we are replacing Delhi Daredevils. Instead of Delhi Daredevils, I'm writing Delhi Capitals in the data, complete data set. You can go in the same manner. You can go in the same manner. All the replacement will be done. Yes. Now what we need to do, see guys, now what we need to do here, uh, I have done this for one column. Okay. I have to repeat the same thing for other columns as well. Okay. I have to do the same thing in column second column, that is team two column. Okay, because there is Daredevils and Delhi Capitals present as well. Okay. Okay, Atharva, let's not comment on anything like that. Everyone is here to learn. Let's try to learn this. So in the second column, in the first column, we have in the first column, that is team one column, we have the names of the team. Okay. Similarly, in the second, in this particular column, we have the name as well. In the winner column, we have the names as well. Clear? So we have to change, I have to replace the same thing in these three columns. Okay. So now I'll write the same code. Okay. I'll copy the code. Because I just have to change the column name. Okay. So I'll replace, instead of team one, team two column will be the new column. And then we have it for the winner column as well. Okay. Yes. What is your doubt? Yes. you can speak up. Guys, everyone get this? For all the 3 columns, I have done this. Just run this code, and if it runs fine, you are good. Everyone, yeah? Yes, you can speak up. You can tell me your doubt. Okay, I'll do the same thing for the Sunriser Hyderabad as well. Okay, instead of Deccan Chargers, I want them. Let's do that for them as well. I'll copy these 3 lines as only because I want to do the same thing. Now this time for Hyderabad. What I want is I want Sunrisers Hyderabad. Sunriser Hyderabad is the new name, I guess. And Deccan Chargers is what I. You can do the same thing, guys, with any other. And this will not affect the accuracy again. I'm telling you because these things are subjective. Okay, if you are not doing these things, there will be an extra team added, and the chances for accuracy of winning for that team you can add into the team that you want. I could ignore this. I could have ignored this. I could have counted. I could have add the accuracy of winning of the Delhi Daredevils and Delhi Capital because both of them are the same team. So it's equivalent way. Okay, it's not something different. So yeah. Okay, I have to do this. So I'll copy this. Don't write it again. Every time, whatever you can copy, whatever you can reuse, try to reuse that, guys. Don't type every time. Okay, whatever you can reuse that. Now let's do this for Hyderabad. And if it's working fine, then let's try to get the unique values now. You can do this for other columns as well, and you can check. Sunriser Hyderabad is there. And we won't have Deccan Chargers and Delhi Daredevils. That's the 2 values that we have removed. So Delhi Capitals is there, Deccan Chargers and Delhi Daredevils is not there. Cool, guys. Everyone got the idea? I can see hands. So Sonali, if you want to say anything, you can just write in the chat, and I'll take that. Anyone? Everyone good with this? Yes, no? Yeah. You can write the code. You can understand the code. So guys, if you want to say yes in the session, you can just type Y. If you want to say no, you can just type N. Okay. Yeah. There must be some team, Kochi. I don't. There must be some team. Guys, focus on the data side. Focus on the analysis and the concept side rather than focusing on any other subjective thing, I would say. Okay, Pawan. And what will you do in your homework? Guys, try it on your own. Try it on your own. You have to do the same thing. See, if you want me to give the exact uh, Google Colab sheet that has everything, what you will do? Just spend some time at your home. Just spend some time offline after the session and do these changes so that you will either struggle or you will get it. I'm giving the same thing. So let's try it on your own, at least. Cool, guys? Clear? Okay, great. Now, let's start with the visualization then. So this is what we needed to do from the EDA side. Okay, now we will talk about the visualization and aspect. Okay, guys, we have to increase our pace a bit because we are a bit might be in trouble in the last. Okay, I might not take your doubts, so I don't want to do that. Okay, so we have to increase our pace a bit now. But still we'll manage. So let's try to visualize. So we'll use the PLT library. PLT, you know what I have imported as PLT. If you go back up, you can see matplot, pyplot. Matplotlib and pyplot is what I have imported as PLT. So PLT dot figure. Okay. In this figure, you have to mention the figure size. Figure size equals to 10, 6. That's what you require. And now let's use the Seaborn library to plot the count plot. Now what we are doing, what I'm trying to plot. Okay, I want to plot how many number of IPL matches are won by each team. I want to see this visualization. I want to see this analysis. Like Mumbai Indians, I know that have won most number of matches, but throughout these many years and the total data set that we have of 11,000 matches, how many matches in Mumbai Indians have won, how many matches CSK has won. So I want to know that. Okay, it might be possible that any other team can come up. Okay, so you can make wild guesses in the chat. What you think is the team? What will be the team that has won most number of matches? And the result you can see on your screen after this visualization. CSK, Sushant is saying CSK, Zalak is saying MI. Okay, let's do the count plot for that and let's figure out. So Y will be, we'll make Y as winner. Okay, and the data will be data. Okay, we have not changed that. The order that we have to keep is will require the first column of, sorry, winner dot value count. Okay, dot index. Cool. Now let's put the labels. plt.x label. What you want to write on the x-axis? You want to write the total number of wins, maybe. Plots.y label. You want to write the team. What are the teams? Sorry, I have done the wrong spelling. RCB. Okay. Cool. Let's figure out. plt dot title. In title we want okay, sorry, simple typo. Okay, again wrong. Okay, number of IPL matches won by each team. That's what we require. Okay, as the title. Okay. Okay, guys, let's run this and let's see what we get. Okay, so for none of most surprise, we have Mumbai Indians with most number of matches won as per the data set that we have. Okay, CSK is on second number. Kolkata Knight, the RCB is somewhere. Okay. On fifth position, we have RCB. Cool. Everyone got this visualization? Everyone got this code, got this visualization. Let's do the another visualization. Okay, I'll copy this code. I think I have explained each line of code while writing. ANK, were you there in for last 3-4 minutes? Okay, then you can I think go watch the record. Any specific, right? Okay, you don't have to. Okay, see guys, if you write the code and if you write the code when I'm explaining the code and you want me to repeat the explanation again, I've told you that if you want to write the code right after me or first listen to me what I'm saying, or I have already provided you the Google Colab notebook. Yeah, so yeah, that's the case. Yeah, as per the data set, if you are getting, it's fine. It's fine. But it should not be until unless you have not used any other data set. This is the code. If you have not used any other data set, it's fine. If you have used any other data set, it's fine. Otherwise, it's not fine. You have to recheck what you have done wrong. Yes, yes. I've got the data set from internet. I've not checked the correctness, or maybe it's a real time data or not. See guys, we require the data to perform the analysis so that we can learn the analysis. We can learn how we can do the analysis, because data can come in any format. Data can come from anywhere. Okay, it's about the methods that I am here to show you. Okay, it's not about the data set, how this data set is, and just to maintain the figure size, 10 by 6 is the figure size. Cool guys, let's move on, and I'll uh we can discuss more on this. Okay, great. Now, let's do another visualization. This time we'll not publish the number of IPL matches won by each team. What we'll do is see, we will talk about the venues. Okay, so we'll see total number of matches played in different stadiums. Okay, that's what we need to figure out. Now, X label would be number of matches. Let's put the X label as total number of matches, and on the y-axis we will put the different venues. Okay, and y-axis will be venue. So data would be data, order would be data of not winner, it would be when change to venue. And I think I need to trim this to the last values, last 10 columns, this rows. Cool. Now this is good. Let me run this. And you can see all the stadiums with their total number of matches is there. Okay, I need to minimize this. See, Eden Gardens has most number of matches. Back then, Eden Garden was a lot used, I believe. Everyone got this? Everyone? So Eden Garden is there, then Wankhede, then Chinnaswamy, then Firosha Kotla, then Chipok Kotla, and I think this is Maharashtra Cricket. MCA Stadium is, I think, in Pune, if I'm not wrong. MCA is in Pune, guys. If I'm not wrong. Okay, yeah, Eden Garden was having. Okay, great Ayush. If it is in Chennai, that's great. Okay, cool then. Yeah, that's the code. Guys, I don't know why you require the code. You have everyone has this link. You can go there. You just need to refresh. See, if I open the same link here, okay, I'll show you. I think Control Shift T. Yeah. I'll open the same link that I've shared you in the chat. Okay. So if I refresh this link, once this link get refreshed, you can see all that I have written here is updated on the live real-time basis. Okay. So, okay, share the, okay. I don't know how you were managing without the link. Everyone, please open the Google Colab meanwhile, because we don't have much time to like, I would wait for you to write the code every time. Okay, cool. We have to be a bit fast, a bit fast. Okay, cool guys. Yeah, to get the first 10 data exactly. Yes, I understand. I understand. But you can keep on. You can keep this window as the secondary window, and you can open the same Google Colab as another window. This particular link to trim to trim. Cool, cool. Let's move on. I'll take your doubts again. I'll take your doubts again. At this point, let's move on. Now, there is important statistics that I have to tell you. Um, Okay, I need this is a good analysis that I want to show you. Let's try to plot uh what how many times people or the teams who have won the toss have chosen to field first, or how many times people or teams who has won the toss have chosen to bat first. Okay, this would be an important statistics as well as interesting statistics with respect to IPL. Okay, so figure, then again the figure size is what figure size equals to 10,6, the same thing. And NS count plot. It's a bit different. That's why I have not copied it. Okay. Then in the x-axis, we'll keep, we have to write toss decision. Okay. That is the column that, okay, Atharva, you are getting error in which key or in which attribute you are getting error in. The data we have to use is again the data. Okay. Now let's give as X label, maybe Todd decision. You can change it. You can change it. You can change it to anything. You can change it to 11/8. You can change. I know my screen resolution. See, I know my screen resolution. So if you want to change it, you can change it. You can make it 5/4. You can make anything. Okay. It's all about size. It's just size. It's figure size. So you can change the figure size as per your requirement, or as per you want to see a zoomed in, or okay, Sinchan, what you are getting an error? Venue and number of matches. What's the error in this? I didn't get you. Like, what's the error in venue and could not interpret venue? Okay. Do you have the correct? You have written the correct code. Please check that. Or if you're not sure of that, you can copy my code from the X from the collab label, and in the Y we will write the count. Okay, and then plot dot title. In the title we'll write Todd decision. Okay. Now if I run this code, and you can see this in the toss decision, all the teams that have won the toss these many times have chosen to field first, and these many times they have chosen to bat first. So this is an important analysis for a coach that or a captain, that if you are winning a match, you have to or we can talk about how many teams who have won the toss have chosen to field first, have won the match as well. So you can, this is some analysis that you can do in your homework. Okay, just add one more parameter of winner and you will get the analysis. Okay, but this is the analysis, like the captain would say, like most of the teams have done the fielding first, so if they won the toss they should go for field first. Clear? Yes, you can display in percentage format. Just change the values that I'm taking in toss decision. You can change this toss decision to percentage. Okay. Okay, what's the key error? Um, Anyone have any idea on this key error? Author, director of the following. Okay. Before this, just type data, and inside this put the key venue. Okay. If you are getting the values, this key error should not be there. Atharva, do this. Do write like this. Data and venue, like this. Okay. Just like write like this. Yes, capital letters, small v can be small, v can be small, capital. This is some mistakes that I have also done. Okay, let's talk about Shinchan. What Shinchan has done an error. Okay, this is the code that you have written, Shinchan. Okay, what's the error? Shinchana. Sorry. What's the error that you are getting? White value error. Could not interpret value input. Okay, could not interpret value. Again, do the same thing, Shinchana. Do it for just type this command, data of venue. Everyone else got this part? Everyone else? People? Others? Did you get this part? Okay. Cool. Let's talk about feature engineering side. Okay. Let's talk about the features that we want and that we don't want. Okay. For example, if you see, let's say I want to predict the total number of win percentage. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Now, in order to do that, do you think can you name some of the columns in these columns? Can you name some of the columns that I don't require for predicting the total number of win percentage or accuracy of wins? What are the columns that you don't require, guys? Venue you don't require, ID you don't require. Okay. Date also we don't require. Season, do we require season? Player of the match. Okay. Do we require city? No, season don't require. Empire, obviously, Empire 1, Empire 2. Empire 3 we have already dropped. Okay. So we don't require Empire 3. Correct. Empire 3 is already not there. Okay. The Empire 1 and 2 also we don't require. Venue don't require. Okay. So let's try to drop these. Let's try to filter out the data. Why we are taking the load of the data? Okay. Because we are now moving to another stage of writing the machine learning model and getting the predictions out. Okay. So let's try to drop these. Yes, exactly. So let's try to drop these. So what we'll do, we'll write data dot drop, and inside the drop we have to mention the columns. For example, ID I have to remove. Okay, what else? Venue maybe is something I have to remove. Then city, sorry, and then maybe date. Correct. You can name them. Empire, Empire 1. Okay, Empire 2 as well. Okay, anything else, guys? I have missed out. Anything? Season, I think. Season I have missed out. And I think player of the match. Correct. I think now it is important to check if you're not sure what is the exact column name of this particular column. Don't write player of the match. Okay, just confirm. Go back, go up, in the data set, look into what is the exact player name, what is the exact column name. You can see player of match is the name. Okay, so I'll just copy it. Okay, it's better to copy from your own code than to make the mistakes like this. Okay, so just, and now there are two parameters. We have to remove it column wise. Okay, so we have to mention the axis as 1. Okay, and in place equals to true, because we are not creating any other data set here. Let's do this. Let's see if you are getting, okay, perfect. We are getting the right thing. Now let's see what is the data set that we are left with. So this is the data set. The number of column had reduced to 9. Okay, you can see we have only 2 teams. We have 2 teams, team 1, team 2, toss winner we have, toss decision we have, result, DL applied. These are the things that we have. Then we have the winner, then we have win by run, win by wicket. Okay, so this will help in analysis. And if we require any other column in the future to drop, we'll drop it. Clear? Everyone clear with this drop function? Clear with why we have dropped and how we have dropped? You can use that as well, Atharva. Clear right now? Everyone? Now, there are 2 things. See, there are 2 things. Now we have to, what we need to predict. Okay, I need to predict the winner. Okay, I need to predict the winner. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take 2 variables, X and Y. Okay, now I have only one data set, one data frame, data. Okay, what I want is I want to drop the winner from Y, from X. Okay, and I want to add the winner column in Y, and the Y column will only have winner column, no other column the Y will have. Okay, so how to do that? Just look here, data dot drop. So from X I will drop data dot drop. What I'll drop is I'll drop the winner. Okay, I will not do in place equals to true. The reason, you know, okay, if I do in place equals to true, it will be dropped from the data it will be dropped from the data frame. Okay, I don't want it to drop from the data frame. I just want to drop it for X, for creating the value of X variable. Okay, but here what I'll do is I'll assign it only one column, that is winner. Sure. Guys, did you get it? Did you get why I created 2 variables, X and Y, and the code that I have written for X and Y? Okay, I'll quickly repeat it because we don't have much time left. Okay, so data dot drop winner. So it means that I have to drop a column winner, and Y equals to data winner. It means that I have created 2 variables, X and Y. Okay, why I want to keep something that I want to predict. Okay, because now I'm going for making the predictions. Okay, so the code for X and Y is simple. Data dot drop, we have already seen that. I want to drop the winner column wise, the complete column of winner I want to drop from the X variable, and in the Y variable I only want the winner. Simple. So there are 2 data frames now. One data frame contains the winner, another data frame contains everything other than winner. So these are dependent and independent variables that I have separated out, because I want the winner. I want to predict the winners. As simple as that. That's my aim in mind. Now, there are several categorical variables. Okay, now we have to deal with categorical variables and converting them into the numeral, because for the machine learning models, applying the machine learning models onto them, we require those values in the form of, why this has go down, yeah, we require those values in the form of numerical variables, like in the form of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't require them in the form of categorical variables. Okay, now what we need to do is I need to okay, I need to use the function get dummies that will create the categorical variables into numerical variables. Okay, so let's do that. So I'll use it for X. Okay, it's a pandas function. Get dummies is the function that we have to use, and we have to do it for capital X. We have to create capital X and assign the values into it. What are the variables that we need to assign from X? Team1 will be there. So I'm creating another variable with value X and assigning the numerical values of the columns that we have to the variable capital X. So team1, team2, toss underscore winner we have. What else we have? I think we have toss decision. Also we have result, correct? Okay, we and there is something drop first that we have to make it as true. Cool, let's run this. If you don't get it, don't worry, I'll explain you in the end. Okay, I have made some mistake here. Okay, capital X, small x. No, I'll keep it same. Seems like X is not defined. Okay, I have not run this code. Sorry, I have not run this particular cell. Okay, this is important, guys. This is lesson for me as well. Don't forget to run the previous cells. Otherwise, you will be in a big trouble. Okay, just like this. Okay, once we have got this, you can print the values of X and you can see what I have done and you will get it, what I have done. You can see now all the values that were previously in the form of categorical variables. Categorical variables means the variables that are not in the form of numerals like 0, 1, 2, 3, any number. They are in the form of, let's say, true, false, or maybe some divided in some team. Let's say category 1, category 2, category 3, category 4, category 5. Now category can be anything. They may be the names of the teams, names of the person, anything. Okay, so but we don't require that. Machine learning model will not work on Delhi capitals. It will work on either number 1, 2, 3, 4. So because it will give the output corresponding to 2. Let's say the 2 has the winning probability of 92%, or this, but so it will give output in the form of numbers. Okay, so we have to remove the categorical variables and we have to replace it with numerals. So that's what we have done here using the get dummies function. Clear? Now what we need to do, what I can do is let's use the encoder now. Okay, let's go for the encoder. We will try to, the output data is also a categorical value, so it needs to be converted into numerical. Okay, using label encoder that is in sklearn. So let me import that. So what I'll do is, so from sklearn, sklearn was the name, yeah, from sklearn dot pre-processing module, pre-processing module, I need to import label encoder. E is small, E is capital, encoder, correct. Sometimes Google helps you if you forget these things. Now let me create a variable for label encoder. Label encoder. Okay. Then we need to write le dot fit transform. So it will transform all the categorical values of y, because we also require y in the form of numeral values. So let's do that. We'll transform y. Okay, we'll assign it to the same variable y. Okay, we don't want to create any other variable. Now let's see what are the values of y. Okay, now you can see initially when we divided, okay, y was the number of winners. Okay, y was the winning team. If you remember that we divided y, x and y where, okay, not here, I think I missed it. Yeah, we have divided y as the winner columns, and the winner column was having the values Sunrisers Hyderabad, Rising Pune Giants, and all these. Like these were the categorical variables that we have. But now the Y value contain an array that is having numbers. Okay, so these are categories and termed as number. For example, Rajasthan Royals as 1, Mumbai Indians at 2, Chennai Super King as 3, and these numbers like that. Okay, so they are just numbers instead of the names. Okay, so that's very easy. Okay, cool. Once we are done with this, let's try to split the data. Okay, that's the important step we are at. Now the machine learning part and the part of the machine learning engineers will start, that you have to split the data into test and train. Okay, in order to split the data into test and train, okay, what you need to do is you need to import a library, sklearn uh, model selection, I think model underscore selection. What error you are getting, Sanapati? We need to import test and train split. So train and test split. Train test split is what we need to import. Once we have imported that, now it's up to you, x underscore train, how you name them. What error you are getting? Let me know that. X underscore test. Just remember the names you are giving it to. Okay, I'm keeping everything small. X train, X test, Y train. That's the order. Y test. So it will split the data set into 4 parts. Now, what function you have to use? You have to use the same function. Train test split. You have to mention X was small, X was capital. X was capital in my case. Okay. So I'll write capital X, comma Y, comma the data set, the percentage that you want to split in, like the train size will be the last parameter. Now the train size, I'm keeping it as 0.8. It means that the training data will be 80%, testing data will be 20%. Simple. Fit transform is missing one. It should not be the case. You have written Y over here. I think you must have missed the Y. Yes, Sinchana. Yeah. Cool. So 80% goes to the training data and 20% go for the test data. Okay, that's what I have written here. Now, if you run this, X train, and X test, Y train and Y test, you have got it. Now, let's talk about the random forest. Okay. I can't explain you the random forest right now, okay, because it's a complete 2-3 hours of topic that we take in a regular class. But random forest is a very important classification algorithm. Okay, one of those classification algorithms, and we'll use the random forest algorithm right now. Okay, now how to use that, I'll tell you that. So from sklearn dot model selection this time. Okay, we need to import random forest. Okay, it will come up. I think R will be capital. Random forest. F will be capital. Yeah, random forest classification. Yeah, correct. Let's see if there is a name or I have spelled it wrong. Okay, I have spelled it wrong. What should be the correct name? Random forest classification. Okay, sure. Sorry, I have written what I'm speaking. Classifier it would be. Now it must be correct. No. Okay, guys. Any mistake I have done? Okay, not from model selection. It will come from ensemble. Sorry. It's a regressor, yeah, and ensemble. Cool. So I've imported random forest classifier. Now let's create the model. So we'll use the random forest again function. random forest classifier. In this, what we'll put an estimator. I'll send you the detailed explanation of all these parameters and the documentation of random forest, okay, after the class. Don't worry. So because it's very difficult to explain you in this short session. The minimum sample that we require, okay. Sure, don't worry about, guys. If I'm not explaining you anything, I'll send you the detailed explanation for that. We'll keep it as auto. Okay, right now this is the maximum feature that will keep it as auto. An estimator will keep it 100, 200. Okay, I have done some mistake, but okay, sorry, it will be samples now. This might be correct. Cool, perfect. So we have created the model, and let's test the accuracy then. Before testing the accuracy, we need to fit. So model dot fit. Now you have to tell me what we need to fit with. Now this is something that I require your help in. So this step I have left for you. I'll write the step until you answer me. What should I write here, guys? Model dot fit. What is the data set that I have to fit with? Now I'll write the prediction until then. Model dot predict. That is used for prediction. What it will be used for prediction? We'll use the X test for prediction. That I'm sure for. Now fitting, guys, fitting. Come on. Model dot fit. X train is one. Another. What is X train? Like X train is only the one parameter. What is the other parameter that we'll use? Training, guys. What we should go with the training? Model needs to train. On what parameters you train the model? X train, Y train. Exactly. Model will be trained on all the training data. X train and Y train. Correct. Once the model has been trained, yeah, you can see the model has been trained. You can go for the Y prediction. Okay, Y predictions are there. So finally, we'll have our results of the machine learning algorithm. Now, let's try to find out the accuracy. If you want to make the Y prediction live, okay, if you want to see the prediction that the algorithm has made, okay, you can get the array final prediction. But so yeah, these are the final prediction on the testing data. Okay, now, but we can't do much on this side. Okay, if you want to go into detail, you can compare them and you can get the output. Okay, but I'm more interested into the accuracy of the model. Like, what is the accuracy of the model that we have created? Okay, in the live class. So in order to get the accuracy, we'll try to use the sklearn library. Okay, sklearn.accuracy matrix is what we'll import. What we'll import is accuracy. I hope I'm writing, okay, write the right name this time. Yeah, perfect. Then we'll get the accuracy as accuracy score. Why, what we need to get in the accuracy score, guys? You need to tell me here. What are the two parameters should I write here? This is your test. And I will print the accuracy in the end to get the output. Okay, the last thing, the last question for you. What are the parameters that should be used to calculate the accuracy for? Y and Y predict. Okay. What are the two parameters? What are the two parameters, guys? You need to compare so that you can get the, okay, the model was this accurate. The model was 98% accurate. The model was 50% accurate, 80% accurate. What are the two? Actual and predicted. Okay. So what actual and what predicted? Just give me the names of those two variables. Y predict and Y test. Perfect, guys. So first would be Y predict and the second would be Y test. So we need to basically test out the predictions made by our model. Okay, those predictions are stored in Y predict variable and the actual values are stored in Y test. So Y predict and Y test is something that we need to compare. Okay, so we have compared that and we have calculated the accuracy. It comes out to be 92.6%. So it's a good accuracy percentage that we have got from this model. Clear, guys? So the accuracy of the test set is about 92%, which is also good. And it's all about the prediction and the evaluation that we needed to do on this cricket IPL cricket data set. So we started our journey with importing the data set. We get the cleaning part done. We get the feature engineering done. We change some values. We remove few things. Okay, you got 95%. Great, great. You can use other models. You can use other models and you will improve. It will improve your accuracy. Now, what you can do, you can play around with the parameters. You can play around with a few names that you were telling to remove. You can do that. Your accuracy might improve. Your accuracy might reduce depending upon the cases that you have done. Okay. So how good you can clean the data, how good model that you can choose for, how different model, how good your training or testing data set has fit into your accuracy will increase. Okay, yeah guys, that was all. I hope you get the idea about what we try to do, and I hope you get the idea about everything that we did. Okay, and I hope you liked the session as well. And I think, yeah, I couldn't see your chat. Okay, now that's, yes, how to fit the data again. Okay, 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 I hope my screen is visible. Fit the data. Okay, that's some of the last steps. Model dot fit. Training data is what we use for fitting the model. Okay, whenever you want to fit the model, you use the training data. Yeah. Okay, cool guys, any more doubts? Last part is calculating the accuracy. You can just okay, I'll show you, but you can just scroll up in your in the same Excel, same collab that I've shared. Okay guys, last 5 minutes, anything you want to ask, I'm open for that. Anything under the sun that is related to data science mostly, I'm open for that. You can use different parameters. I have used a particular set of parameters that dependent, independent. You can use a different set of parameters. Okay, or you can fine tune more parameters as well. You can fine tune the uh, values that we have done. Okay, you can clean the data in a more cleaner way. There were some scopes of more clean data. Okay, I have only done those things that we can observe in the live class. Okay, if you sit with the data, if you scroll the data more, you will definitely get it. Okay, more ways you can clean the data. The more you clean the data, the more better data that you have, the more better algorithm you use, you will get it. Yes, it's a real world data. Okay, Pavan, that we have used. Okay guys, thank you if you like the session, and please fill the feedback guys, and there is a Telegram group that you can join so that we can you can get informed. uh, yes, we predict after fitting. Yes, definitely. Model, if the model is not fitted with the training data, we need to basically train the model first, then the testing would be done. That's the case. Okay, cool guys. How to choose a right algorithm, that's the topic of another discussion, Abhishek. We'll discuss that because it depends upon many things. It depends upon the problem statement type. It depends upon the data set type. If you go for machine learning algorithm, if you want to go for deep learning algorithm, the amount of the data set that you have. Okay, cool guys. I hope that that was helpful, and that was all I have. And yeah, join our Telegram group today, and please fill the form that you have in the. Thank you. I hope you like this session. Thank you for joining the session in this weekday, and giving your valuable time to us. And have a lovely day ahead, and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you very much.